Find all solutions to sine 2x plus cosine minus x equals 0 in the interval 0 to 2 pi, including both. So when I first look at the given, I notice it's got sine of 2x, and that kind of makes me think of a rule or an equation that we've already learned. So what is that? Well, remember the sine of 2x is going to equal to 2 times the sine of x times the cosine of x. Okay, but also cosine of minus x, that kind of reminds me of something. So remember the cosine of minus x is the same thing as doing just the cosine of x. So now these can probably help me when I'm actually solving this to find solutions. So let's start with a given. So I've got sine of 2x plus the cosine of negative x equals 0. Now, everything I just wrote down over there on the right, that's what I want to plug into this equation. So this is going to give me 2 sine of x times cosine of x plus the cosine of a positive x equals 0. Check that out. Now there's something they have in common. So I'm going to factor out the cosine of x, which leaves me with 2 sine of x plus 1 equals 0. Now, if this was just a regular equation where you had just x's, what would you do? Well, you're going to set each part equal to 0. So I'm going to get the cosine of x equals 0, or I'm going to get 2 sine of x plus 1 equals 0. So now that I have each of these, what I want to do is say, okay, what value as an angle of cosine gives me 0? Well, if you use the unit circle or if you have it memorized, you know that you get pi over 2 or you get 3 pi over 2. Now what about over here? Well, I'm not quite finished, right? I haven't isolated sine. So 2 sine of x is going to equal to negative 1. Then I need to divide by 2, so the sine of x is going to equal to negative 1/2. So now, what are the values of sine that will give me negative 1/2? Well, remember, if you haven't memorized the unit circle, please do take advantage of that. And if I do that, I find that it's going to be 7 pi over 6, or it's going to be 11 pi over 6. So these are the 4 solutions that you should obtain.